Yo, what's going on, guys? This is Houston Sports Talk back into the video today, and today the Houston Astros will play the Los Angeles Angels for Game 14 of the regular season and Game 2 of this series. The Astros will try to get a series win early on in this series. And this would be the earliest the Astros have got a series win this season, because if you look at their series so far this season against the New York Mets, when they won the series against the Mets, they won the series, but they didn't win it until the final game. They got swept by the Giants. Then the Minnesota Twins series, they did win the series, but they won on the third and final game because the Astros won the first, and then the Twins won the second, and the Astros won the third. And then obviously the Astros didn't win the series against Seattle, losing 2 of the 3 against Seattle. The Astros opened up yesterday with a 14-3 win. The Astros could be looking to potentially get their earliest series win so far of the year by getting a win tonight, with Ryan Gusto on the mound making his first major league start of his career. He has pitched 8 innings this year for the Astros, only giving up 1 earned run. Was key for the Astros in the 11th inning the other night, pitching 1 inning, clean baseball in the 11th inning for the Astros. And now, after playing Tuesday night in the 11th inning, he will pitch for the Astros Saturday. But since he only has 3 full days of rest after pitching 1 inning on Tuesday, and also pitching a couple innings on a week ago last Saturday in Minnesota, he's not gonna be able to give you 5 innings like Blanco gave you last night, or even go over 5 innings. So, and that's why the offense coming through last night was so key, because you didn't have to use your bullpen a lot. I mean, sure, you use guys like Luis Contreras and Taylor Scott and Logan Vinway or we, off the pen yesterday, but you didn't have to use your key guys out of the bullpen yesterday. They didn't have to use Brian King. They didn't have to use Steven Okert. They didn't have to use Hader or Brian Abreu. That was key for this Astros team, not having to use those guys yesterday. Now all 4 of those guys are available today for the Houston Astros team, and I think that's a big thanks to the offense for what they did yesterday. And what did they do yesterday? 14 runs scored, season high. 16 hits, a season high. 8 walks, a season high. Also, best numbers so far for this Astros team with runners in scoring position. 6 for 11 with runners in scoring position for this Astros team yesterday. We'll see what this offense can go out there and do today. First lefty the Astros lineup will face this year, starting pitch. They've had, against lefties in general this year, not a lot of at bats. I mean, the Astros only have not even 15 at bats against lefties this year. That are coming out of the bullpen, but have not faced a lefty starter yet. Tyler Anderson is the first on the list, and a lot of Astros do have success against him, starting off with Jose Altuve, who's 9 for 25 against him, and he will be at second base and at leadoff tonight. Isaac Paredes will be at the 2 spot at 5, and he'll be at the 2 spot playing third base, and he will try to have as good as a game as he did last night. Hit a home run. Had 5 straight plate appearances where he reached base, couple walks, couple hits, it was a couple singles, home run, couple walks. Really nice game for him yesterday. Yordan Alvarez had a good game yesterday. I mean, it wasn't as good as guys like Cam Smith or Isaac or Yanner Diaz, but Yordan Alvarez was good yesterday, 2 for 4. He'll be back at the DH tonight again, at the 3 spot. Christian Walker at first base. And at the 4 spot, Jeremy Pena will be at the 5 spot and at shortstop. And then at the 6 spot will be Yanner Diaz, trying to keep his hot streak going after last night going 3 for 5 with an RBI double and a grand slam. First Astros grand slam since September 6, 2023. Jake Myers will be at center field at the 7 spot again for the second straight time. Cam Smith had his best game of his career last night with an RBI. It was a RBI single that he got the second on because of an error, and then he also had a first home run of his career, 2-run home run. And then Zach DeZenzo will be in left field for the Astros tonight, where he did play a little bit last night, coming into the game late for Altuve. Zach DeZenzo will be at the 9 spot in left field. I don't know. The way I would have done things tonight, I would have had Jose Altuve in left field, and then Brendan Rodgers at second base. That's just my opinion. I like Zach DeZenzo, and I don't really like Jose Altuve Jose Altuve playing left field, but I would have tried to get Brendan Rodgers in this lineup, who's 5 for 13 with a home run against Tyler Anderson. But I guess that's, it is what it is. But so, yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to see what this Astros lineup can do today. Here's the thing I would say. Before last night, you had guys like Yordan Alvarez, Christian Walker, Yanner Diaz who were really struggling, and all of them had great games last night. Walker went 2 for 3 with an RBI and 2 walks. Diaz went 3 for 5 with a grand slam, an RBI double, and a single. Yordan went 2 for 4 with an RBI single. All those guys were struggling really bad before that game last night. And all of those guys are left-hand pitcher killers. Christian Walker last year, batting average against right-handers was 240, and his numbers against left-handed pitchers were 275. Yanner Diaz had a batting average of almost 310 against lefties. Yordan is a lefty killer. We've seen this before. So the one thing I would say, the fact that Yordan Alvarez, Christian Walker, and Yanner Diaz probably built some confidence after that game last night, and now they're going to face a lefty for the first time, a lefty starter for the first time. Watch out for Yordan Alvarez, Christian Walker, and Yanner Diaz. Keep it going. And then add the fact that Altuve wasn't amazing last night. I mean, look, 1 for 4, scored a run, was solid. I'm not saying he was bad. It just compared to everybody else, it just wasn't that amazing. You had 6 of 8 of the guys in the lineup had multiple hits. One of the guys had 3 hits. So he was one of. This is crazy, but he was one of two players in the first 8 of the lineup that only had 1 hit and not multiple hits. So knowing that he might try to go out there and have a better game tonight, he had an embarrassing play where he got thrown out at first, and he's having a game where he's hitting against a guy that he's really comfortable with, 9 for 25 against Tyler Anderson. This could be another dangerous night for this offense. I don't see them going crazy like they did last night, but I got the Astros winning this game 6-4. And I think, like I said, Christian Walker, Yordan Alvarez, Yanner Diaz, I see as guys continuing to have success facing a lefty today. And then plus Altuve, knowing the history he has against Tyler Anderson. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section, and peace out.